Currency traders are treating the Mexican peso like a piñata. Emerging markets risks go up, it gets whacked. Oil prices go down, it gets whacked. Polls show that Britain might vote to leave the European Union. Whack, whack, whack again. The result is that the peso is one of the most enduringly undervalued currencies. And this year, it's the worst performing currency in the world against the US dollar. The trouble is that the Mexican peso is by far the most liquid of the emerging markets currencies. It trades about $135 billion a day, 24 hours a day. And that makes it an ideal vehicle for hedging all kinds of risks. Every time there's something new to worry about, additional traders alight on the peso as a short, meaning it never fully recovers from the last scare. Most recently, it started to move in line with sterling, as traders use it as a Brexit hedge, even though you'd be hard-pressed to discern an economic impact on Mexico from Britain opting out of a European free trade area. Low oil prices genuinely have been bad for Mexico. They've gutted the finances of the state oil company, Pemex, and the government has had to cut spending this year as a result. That, in turn, has hit economic growth. But at $50 a barrel, the higher oil price should be alleviating some of that pressure. Instead, peso bears are now pointing to the wall-building President Donald Trump as the next risk to worry about. But whether Mr. Trump actually gets to turn his rhetoric into action is pretty uncertain. Because the peso's decline can't be explained by the fundamentals, the Bank of Mexico's already once intervened to push it higher. It did an emergency interest rate rise in February when the currency fell to 19 to the US dollar. Now, we're not far away from that low again now, and that will surely be on the minds of officials at the central bank's meeting next Thursday. By then, we'll know if Britain is leaving the EU. If the vote goes to remain, that ought to relieve the pressure on the peso. But don't count on it. There always seems to be some other reason to give the piñata a whack.